Apples, peaches, pumpkin pie.
Whoa, man.
Whoa.
Chill out, man.
My
Come on
bad,
now.
my bad.
Welcome back to the Jewel Pod podcast. Today we have our good old guest here, Jamison Urkoski.
Urkoski.
You're a cop?
Frick.
No.
Cop ski?
No, Koski.
Cop skiing.
Sure. There's cop skiing outside
Hold on.
right
I
now.
think I have it. Ski.
Oh, there it is.
Basically, that's good enough. Close enough.
Jaimo is another student here, obviously at Wayne State College. He plays baseball, Call of Duty. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Anything else you want the people to know?
So I'm a K through 12 health physical education major. I don't play on the actual team. I'm on the club team, but we went down Panama City, and that was a good experience for spring break. That was a good time.
I'm sure it was. I saw a video of you missing home plate on there. Those will get you, won't they?
I gotta defend myself on that one, and we can talk about that one a little later.
Okay. Go ahead.
So I was gonna do a little bit of research about you, and saw your Twitter. I see you really like sports.
I'm a big sports guy here.
Big sports guy. All right. Let's see if you can do better than Gage. You know any hockey teams?
Colorado Avalanche. That's about it.
That's better than Gage.
There's like a Tampa Bay Lightning, something like that. I
Give me
think.
Yeah.
The
Hey.
Chicago something. I
Hey,
don't
Gage,
know.
how many rings does Michael Jordan have?
7. Just like Ariana.
Come on, dude.
Doesn't he only have 6?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Dude, Jaimo, leave me alone.
We went over
Mr.
this a week
Sports
ago.
guy over there.
Mr. Sports guy.
Yeah, he's a big sports guy. He's wearing Indianapolis Colts hoodie.
We
Is
don't
that
want
your
to talk
team?
about it. Yeah, we don't want to talk about it.
That's all we're gonna call you for the rest of the podcast.
Okay.
Just so you know,
Okay.
Mr. Sports guy. That's it.
How do you
Okay.
feel about that Matt Ryan? Was it Matt Ryan?
Yeah, I mean, a lot better than can't throw a ball Wentz.
I mean,
so,
to be fair, yeah.
I miss Andrew Luck a lot. Andrew Luck was my pride and joy, and he just said, peace.
Yeah.
Kind of hurts.
Where is he at? Did he?
We don't know where he's at. He's off the
Okay.
grid. He's like going back to the BC times. He's like a caveman now. Still got a flip
Dude,
phone
he
and
looks
everything.
Like a caveman,
Dude, he does.
Jaimo, we've met a couple times.
We have met a couple times.
One of the first times I met you, we were doing a little sports show, and your team name was Rob and Thick, and
Correct.
you were Thick.
Yes, we were.
It was kind of a family feud type of thing, and Jaimo, you were just letting me know one of the questions before we got started here. What was that again?
So the question was, if you and your girlfriend were out in public and your girlfriend witnessed you flirting with another girl right in front of her, what would she do?
And your answer was?
My answer was punch him in the male genital area.
Punch him in the dick. That's exactly what he told me. I'm pretty sure. Was it on the board? I think
It was on the board. I think it was
on the
number
board.
one.
You got it.
I think it was number 1, actually.
I was kind of nervous, and I was sweating profusely from my pit
Dude.
area.
This guy looked like he
was.
just
It
got
was
out of the
so
ocean, man.
bad.
He looked like he just got done swimming.
It was pretty bad. But we've also met on 2021 New Year's Eve, Infinite Night, not infinite, infamous. That's
Infamous,
the one.
yes,
That's
there it
the
is,
one right
there it
there.
is.
Yeah, we both went to the casino.
Hmm.
We were both up pretty good money. We were pretty excited with ourselves. And that dang Cole Belitz
Yeah, Cole
Talked
Belitz.
talked us out of our money.
Yeah.
Ended up making us lose all of our winnings, but ended up winning $1,000 he himself. Coming back the next night, win another 1,000. We were not very happy with him.
No, and every time I've gambled with Cole Belitz, a few times now, not going very well. It's, just put another 20 in. I'll put another 20 in, and then pretty soon you're down like $80, and you're like, dude, I got no more money to spend here.
I also asked Cole Belitz for a few little facts about you.
Oh no.
He
Oh no.
told me to ask you about your Jose Cuervo with Jet,
Oh no.
your spring break from 21.
That was Havasu? Yeah, that was Havasu. That was a good time.
You want to tell us a little bit about those?
If I can remember, yeah. So basically, we drove down to Lake Havasu, me, Cole Belitz, our friend Jet, Marcus. So yeah, it's about a 24-hour drive, give or take, like a few hours. So driving through the mountains, I'm in the middle lane because I'm terrified. Never drove through the mountains before. I got semis on my right going about 20 miles an hour, and I got the regulars who are going 80 when all that's 10 feet away from them is a drop off about 100 feet. So I'm in the middle lane, like driving like a little grandma here, both hands on the wheel, just staring, not focusing at anything, while everybody in the back seat's like, oh, look at those mountains, look at that view. And I'm sitting here like, I really wish I could see what's going on here.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah. And then Belis points out to me, he's like, dude, you're going like 80 miles an hour. I'm like, oh, I should probably slow down a little bit. Because it was just like a you're just going downhill the entire time, and I was just so focused on the road, I didn't even pay attention how fast I was going.
One little slip up, you're down there at the bottom of the mountain all of a sudden.
Yeah. I watched a semi have to use one of those little ramps on the offside because they were going a little bit too fast. You just whoosh. I was like, that's a little scary.
Sure.
But yeah, we get down there. Worst part was it was about just as warm here, if I remember, that it was down there. So our pool wasn't heated, so that was very cold experiences. We had a dog check, so that meant if you got dog checked, you had to go jump into the pool then and there. And that was a nice little fun game to play. Had a few people jump off the top of the roof a few times.
It's always a good time.
Yeah.
Ended up with a couple broken bones, but that's
cool. Yeah. And then, the rest is kind of just all blur. It was a good time. Happened so long ago, I can't remember quite a bit. A lot of late nights.
I'm sure.
A lot of DoorDash.
Really?
Yeah. You got to use advantage of it when you're, not in Wayne, because Wayne doesn't have it.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Isn't DoorDash kind of expensive? Like your meal's going to run you about $10 or something, and then how much would DoorDash end up?
At least
you got to
30.
tip the driver.
Yeah. DoorDash is like, at the cheapest, that's like $25 at the cheapest. Yeah, I didn't really want to. So fast forward to this spring break just a little DoorDash story. So I didn't want to get out of bed to go get pizza. So I ordered this pizza I've never had. It's like Zello's Pizza or something like that. It ran me like $38 for a large after the tip. I was like, oh boy.
Kobee didn't you have a pizza over spring break that was like nearly 50?
It was $20 a pizza, and from a small town, Clarkson. For some reason, they were $20. So, God, I don't even remember where I got the 50 from. But as soon as I got it, it was gone. Oh no, it was the plasma money.
Oh, yeah.
That weekend, it was gone instantly.
So was the pizza any good?
It wasn't the best.
So you're telling me it wasn't worth the $20?
No, not even close.
So you don't recommend?
Nope.
Pizza is my stuff, but you don't like pizza?
Godfather's is the way to go.
Dude,
Godfather's
on.
is really good too.
Godfather's
Like the taco pizza. You got to get
I work
Godfather's
there,
taco pizza.
so go Godfather.
Fair enough.
It's
Made
not-
$51 in tips last night just from delivering pizzas. Yeah,
Shirt
it's
on
pretty
or
nice. Per the person ordering's request.
No, pizza though, that delivery gets expensive too, because I mean, if they include like the tip and then the driver tip and then the delivery fee and all this different stuff, it ends up costing like another $10, and it's just ridiculous.
So like I don't know how it is at Pizza Hut, but at Godfather, so it's like a $2 delivery charge. So that's like our gas, reimbursement thing.
Yeah.
And with gas prices now, might need to kick it up to like $3 or $4.
Sure. Yeah, no, as you were saying though, on your spring break, I remember on like the 4th of July, my senior year or something, there was this big darty at my house that my brother and sister were hosting, and I just don't get how people can be so stupid when they drink sometimes. Like, there's darts flying into you, and everyone's celebrating about it. Like, one girl got a dart in her arm, and she's all happy about it, posting it on social media. She's like, let's go. My brother gets drunk enough. He's trying to do a flip off of our roof, which is like 10, 15 feet high. Everyone's telling him not to, but he's like, I'm going to do it. Just, I don't know. The things people do when they are drunk is just so funny to me sometimes.
I got a good darts story here.
Do
So
ya?
we were playing darts at one of my buddy's house, and there's quite a few. It was about 15 of us. It was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so it was
Prime time.
prime time. This kid took one through the forearm. Like, it went like into his forearm, like deep. The kid just like hummed it at him, and it went right through the forearm, and he's just sitting here looking at it like, I mean, I guess it happens. Like, I've never personally been hit. It's been close a few times, but like, I think it would hurt. Because sometimes people are literally just asking to get hit.
Yeah.
They're like, here, hit me in the calf. I'm like, no.
Right in my shin, right on the bone. No, it happened again, like, this weekend or something. I saw on someone's story they were having another darty. Well, first there was, like, a 50-year-old guy there, which I was like, I mean, okay. And then the next snap was, like, this 10-year-old kid that's throwing darts for him. It's like,
I also saw that story. I was very confused. I was like, how does a 10-year-old get to a college party?
Here?
Yeah, that was here.
Yeah, that was here. It happened last year, though, too. What is up with people and, like, kids? Like, last year they weren't actually feeding a kid drinks, but they were giving him, like, lemonade or something and telling it was.
I was there. I was there.
The placebo, dude.
So we're at this undisclosed location in Wayne, and we were playing some beer die, and all of a sudden this like 12 or 13-year-old comes up, one of the guy's brothers, and is like, can I like try or whatever? I'm like, all right, whatever, I guess you can. And he's like, well, I gotta have a beer in my hand to do so. So we hand him a Dr. Pepper. He's like, no, this won't do it. We're like, yeah, that's gonna do it for you, bud.
Yeah, then they just go on and they get that placebo effect. I wonder if that, because like obviously they say drinking before you're 21 or ever affects how your brain develops. Do you think that placebo goes as far as to affect their brain development?
No shot. No way.
I wouldn't think so, but it's crazy what the brain can do. What that brain do.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I don't think like
Not like that.
I don't like that either. I was trying to answer the question, and he hit me with that, so I don't know.
But yeah, it's like people under extreme stress have been able to lift trucks, tractors, all this different stuff. Like you hear all these farm stories, people that are in near-death situations, and it's like just crazy what can come out of them.
That's just the adrenaline talking.
It's true, but like I don't know. Even with the adrenaline though, it's just crazy that your body can even go to new lengths like that. Because like you're in the gym going for a max or whatever, you can barely crank out 200, and then people just go lift trucks. And
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's obviously capable, but like how you get there is insane.
So do you guys think we use like 100% of our brain? Because people like there's some people who say we don't, and then the other people are like, yeah, you use your entire brain.
Yeah.
I struggle using at least 2% of it.
Oh, every day. It's a struggle every day.
I really don't think we do. I don't know.
But like if you look at brain scans, we're using every part of our brain.
Yeah.
So it's like where do you?
I think we're using all of it, but I don't think we're using it
To
at
the
the
full-
same time.
Yeah.
Is the thing.
Or to the full like capability.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like over the course of time, your brain develops. So like I feel like you use more and more of your brain over time as you learn more things. I don't know if that's true. I'm not like some brain expert here.
Unless you're Mike Tyson, then that brain just goes away.
And you start biting ears. That's all you do.
Biting
No
ears.
Keith.
Have you guys seen the clip of him with just a handful of mushrooms and just pops them right into his mouth?
No.
Dude, it's insane. It's
It doesn't even
disgusting.
phase him either. He just
No.
scarfs them down.
Yeah, like. Ugh.
Do you ever think there will be a point in time where people will actually be able to develop a machine to preserve a brain, like to keep their conscious after a person dies?
I hope not.
I
That'd
don't
be
know.
freaky.
No.
Like, I don't have much medical background history, but I would assume your brain's like connected to, the brainstem in your body, and without that, like, I don't know, it's weird, because like, once you're dead, you just don't learn anything new, like Lucien was saying, and like, how are you supposed to learn anything new?
That makes sense. I've just seen so many like movies and shows of like people trying it, and you never know.
Well, except
With
for Walt
technology.
Disney. He's obviously still alive and frozen.
Of course,
Somewhere.
of course, he has to be.
Has to.
I hate you for that one. I
have a question for everybody here.
We have an answer.
What's you guys' favorite arcade machine?
Dig Dug.
Galaga.
Dig Dug.
I wasn't expecting that. I don't know.
Dude, the racing ones always do it for me. Like, you got the wheel there, you're like practically just driving it. I love those ones.
So
Yeah,
like,
that was
I
good, too.
went to Dave & Buster's when we were in Florida, so I'd probably have to say, there's this little baseball one that was kind of fun. So you had like these like 8 slots at the top that you had to try to hit the ball into, and like 2 or 3 of them were like out every time. So I don't know, that one was kind of fun. I don't know what it's called, couldn't tell you.
You would like that one, Mr. Sports Guy.
Yes, sir.
Mr.
Of
Sports
course.
Guy.
Big sports guy.
No.
Basketball and driving ones. Those are always like my favorites.
Driving ones are really hard.
Really fun. They're hard, but they're fun. But I really Dig Dug. I guess I didn't really explain it. I don't know if a lot of people know what that is, but it's like you're this little man and you're getting chased by a bunch of creatures, kind of like
Oh,
Pac-Man.
it's Temple Run.
like
Temple
no,
Run.
not that either. It's like the layout of Pac-Man, kind of, but like instead of in a maze, you're in the dirt, and then like
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah, and then you kind of like blow them up, kind of,
And dig.
and dig. That's
What
like
the-
Where
what
do you
the-
dug?
yeah, you dig where you dug.
No, my favorite one is gotta be Galaga, dude. My girlfriend's dad has like 5 or 6 arcade games in his basement now, and Galaga's one of them. I still have the high score on that.
Is that? Wait.
Galaga's the one.
Am I thinking of Space Invaders or which one's
Yeah.
the one?
Space Invaders is fun, dude.
That
I
is
love
fun,
Space
too.
Invaders.
It's
What's Galaga?
It's essentially the same thing.
Oh,
Just Galaga's
just
better.
the nerdy way of saying it.
No.
Kobee, what's yours?
I don't know. I like the racing ones. I like throwing balls.
Come on.
But I don't know.
Pause.
My uncle has this a machine in his basement, and it has like almost every Nintendo game, like ever.
So like Pokemon games too, or what are we talking here?
Mm.
Dude, Pokemon's the
I mean,
best
he might.
ever.
You got that old Mario Kart?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I need to tell a story after this.
But
Excite Bike.
on that, my go-to is Mortal Kombat. So
Mortal Kombat is
Probably
fun,
that.
dude. I think we played 11 together. But
Yeah.
I always beat you, so it's like not really a
yeah,
challenge.
because you kind of cheat, but it's whatever.
Wow,
Is he just a
cheating?
button spammer?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
that's
just a
him,
button
dude.
spammer.
I'm not a button
B A
spammer.
B A B A
No.
B A.
Kobee, somebody that I played is just literally crouches and then kicks, and I'm like, I'm gonna kill you. Stop that. But no, I have a bunch of little cousins back home, and the youngest, now there's another baby, but the youngest one was like, I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 or something, and I was babysitting them over the summer, and they have one of those old game things upstairs that you just plug in, and he went right down to Super Mario, and I was like, oh, wow, either this kid's a good guesser or like he knows what's up, and he started playing it, and he's just blowing through it, doing exactly what you need to do on the first level, like jumping over these shrooms, doing it perfectly, and I'm like, Hank, have you ever played this before? And he's like, no, but I'm really good. And I was like, you're just doing it perfectly. What do you mean you're really good? Like, he was just blowing through it, and I was like, this kid had to have played it before, but he told me he never had. You know, maybe this little kid's just lying to me, but I was very impressed.
What about like Guitar Hero games? How good were you
Heck
guys at
yeah,
those?
Dude, I
Wii
love
games?
Guitar
Cherry
Hero.
pie. Choose my cherry pie. I still have the high score.
Really? In the world?
No.
Congratulations.
No, not.
Mr.
I wish.
Mr. Sports Guy has
Mr.
that.
Sports Guy. Yeah. Yeah.
He's musically inclined.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Dude, there were so many good games on the Wii. Guitar Hero, Wii Sports, obviously. There's so many. I like
Hold up.
literally in my basement. Lucian has seen it. We just, as a family, we got so many games. It's like 2 different levels that are
Yeah.
Little
3
League
feet
World
high.
Series baseball, 2006, best Wii game ever.
wrong. It's Mario Super Sluggers. That's the best.
That game's also very, very good. That game's also very fun.
I'm always Mario Kart, the original Mario Kart, like on the Wii, I guess, not the original.
Yeah.
But not Mario
Yep.
Kart 8 on the Wii U or like Nintendo Switch. That one's good too, but the original with Coconut Mall. That's
I'm
where it's at.
Rainbow Road.
so bad at Mario Kart. I am the worst Mario Kart player in the world.
Dude, the original on the N64 is where it's at.
No.
Yes, that's where it hits.
Lucian, let's talk about you for a second. You just got your dream car at 20 years old. How does that feel?
Yeah, it feels pretty great, dude. I just went up to Sioux City just a couple days ago, Monday night, and I picked up a 1999 white Jeep Wrangler, and it's a 2-door, just like I wanted. It's got a lift kit. It's got big tires, dark rims.
It's very
Pretty much
nice.
everything I want so far, and there's not a lot of rust. There's not a lot of miles, so I'm pretty content with what I have.
Yeah.
Not a lot of miles. It's 1999. You said.
Well, for the year.
Oh,
I guess
for
it's
the
got
year,
like
okay.
120,000.
Oh, that's not bad at
But
all,
yeah,
especially
for
for a
99.
Jeep.
Yeah, and a Jeep. Most Jeeps I've been searching for around 180 to 250. It's like
Like the one my parents have, it's like 150,000. It's a 2000, I think, like 14.
Yep. They get a lot of miles.
How many miles do you guys think you have collectively? Like, not driving, just like
At
walking.
least one.
Walking, well,
Probably two.
at least 40, because in Panama City over spring break, me and my buddies, we walked to the pier and back multiple times, which was like, it was a lot of miles. And I looked at my Apple Watch after one day of just walking like all day long, 40 miles one day.
That's
Walked.
insane.
Holy cow.
That's insane.
I've lost like 10 pounds since spring break. I think that's why. So any of you health nuts out there, just go walk. Just go walk.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
like overall, your entire life, how many miles do you think you got?
Dude, I don't know, with the tasseling, like this past summer,
Oh, that's
dude, I was doing 10 miles a day.
You think you have over 1,000?
I
Maybe.
don't know how to judge that.
Maybe.
I really don't.
Because like cross country in high school too, I did that only 2 years, but every race you're running 3 miles. Every practice you're running another at least 3 or so.
I mean, I'm just going to calculate. What would I calculate, though? Like 2 miles a day? Like my entire
know.
life? How many days is that? Hold up.
I mean, I used to walk 9 holes every day for golf practice
Yeah,
for 2 years.
I did golf
like,
too. Wait, when did you do that?
Yeah,
My
disc
sophomore
golf.
and junior year.
Yeah.
So
Ah.
basically, I did track my freshman year. I ended up, didn't want to do it. So then I went over to golf because we didn't have baseball yet. So I did golf for 2 years, and then my senior year we finally got like high school baseball, and then I played that. So
Dope.
yeah.
Dude, I don't know. You gotta calculate like everything though. Like even like walking, like to go brush your teeth or go to the bathroom.
Bathroom, yeah.
Walking, go get food.
Literally,
True.
dude.
It's gotta be at least 100. At
Yeah.
least.
I say about 20,000, probably.
Shut up. There's no way you're at
20,000.
20,000.
Dude, I just calculated it.
Dude.
I am 20
That would make
years
sense
old.
though.
I'm 20 years old. I calculated 2 miles a day, which I feel like that's not overdoing it. And I've been alive for about 7,000 days.
But hold on,
That's
you
like
can't do that.
15,000.
You can't
Why
do
not?
that because
Well,
like when you're a child,
I
like,
know.
Listen to Mr. Sports Guy here. He knows.
no, because like when you're a child, like right out of the womb for like the first year, you're not, walking 2 miles a day.
that's
You
true.
might
No, yeah, but
Yeah, I know.
but he's like, I guess he's countering like
countering that with
like
Yeah.
all the time like he's running
so
and exercising.
fair.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
because
that's fair. That's
I
fair.
also ran cross country in my senior year, which isn't that much, but like every single day I probably put in 8 miles. Like
aren't races like
no,
5 miles in
they're
cross
3
country?
miles. They're 3 miles. But I'm not just saying the running, because we'd like go to practice, we'd run an 800, which is like half a mile, and then we would like jog over to this lake, and then the lake itself is like 3 miles, and then we like jog back. But like I was doing other stuff. Like that's just the 2 hours that I was at cross country practice. So like the rest of the day too. And then there's like other things like golf. There's walking to class, which is more than a lot of people think. And then just a lot of activity. So I feel like as I get older, I walk more and more. I don't know.
Gage, what are your thoughts on it, buddy? You've been kind of quiet over there.
I mean, I don't know. You got to think about well, here's the thing. If you think about like high school, you think that you're walking around a lot, but you're also just sitting around for those 8 hours, and there's 2 minutes between each class.
You're forgetting about all the hood rat nights that you have.
I just want to do hoorah stuff with my friends.
Walking on a dream.
I don't know. I feel like 20,000 is a bit much, but
I don't
Maybe,
think so.
I
I think
guess.
that's
I'd
pretty
say
close.
anywhere from like 15 to 20,000 is probably a good guesstimate.
okay. Well, I guess
Especially for someone who's so like active, I feel like 20,000 is low balling it.
Yeah.
I try to keep them low, so my
That's not what I'm referring to. Let's stop there.
my selling is high. That way I can still be bought for a good price.
Oh, okay.
So let's go a different route with this. let's talk about like your Olympic mile runners. Like how many miles do you think those guys?
You don't
And
want
gals
those
have
guys.
put on.
Those guys have a lot of miles.
Yeah, but like if we're saying like 20,000 for us, like what do you think it is for them? It's got to be like 50, 60, right?
Yeah.
You gotta
I
think.
honestly probably like 100,
Yeah.
100,000.
I'd probably say around 100,000. Like they're training every single day, at least. Like I don't know. Like I know people on TikTok that go out and just run
for
10
fun.
miles.
Yeah, run for fun.
Just for fun. Like that's literally their lifestyle, and then they'll go back and do it the next day. It's like, why?
And they've always
I don't
been
know.
doing it for a long time. They're probably doing it in college. They're probably doing it in high school, which is more than the rest
Probably
of us.
doing
Like,
it before high school, honestly.
They're probably doing it straight out the room.
Yeah, seriously. Right out of the womb, just doing laps around the hospital. Umbilical cord and everything still connected. Just
No, so Jaimo, you said you coached junior high b-ball. Is that basketball or baseball?
basketball.
All right, and then you coach high school football.
I did high school and junior high football as well this year.
Yeah, how was that?
It was good. I enjoy. I've been coaching I coached at Wakefield for the past 2 years, so
Well, I'm assuming you competed in both of those like sports.
I did indeed.
Yeah.
I was a lot better at football than I was at basketball.
Would you say football is more of your favorite sport, or like what is your favorite sport?
I gotta go with baseball. Baseball.
Really?
Baseball
Okay,
is my
yeah.
heart.
I guess.
So you want to be a PE teacher, right?
Oh yeah.
Are you one to be like one of those fit ones that everyone's scared of, or do you want to be the fat one that just tells all the kids to run? Because there's not really. I feel like there's no in between those.
Oh, there is an in between. I
There
will be
is?
the in between.
You will.
You gotta have a little bit of both. You gotta have the kids not be scared of you, but
Respect.
yeah, you gotta respect you, and they
Fair
need to
enough.
know that you mean business, and like you're not gonna take any shit from them.
It's true. It's true. when you were like in middle school or elementary or whatever, you guys had like games obviously for PE.
Yeah.
What would you say your favorite one was?
Capture the flag, 100%.
I love
I
capture
love
the flag.
capture the
Everyone else
flag,
hated it, dude. But mat ball was always a go-to.
I love
Yes.
mat ball, dude.
Absolutely. That one's my favorite. I think it tops dodgeball for me, and I love dodgeball.
Big fan of like the ultimate football, ultimate frisbee kind of sports too. Those are fun.
Yeah, dude. PE was always just. I actually wouldn't mind being a PE
Dude.
teacher. I don't think.
PE's awesome.
I would bully the. I would play with the kids. Just get in there.
I think they would.
We're told
confuse you
not
with
to do
kids.
that. We're told not to join in lawsuits. We don't want those. We're also told not to play dodgeball
Really?
because apparently in New Jersey it's banned because somebody got hit with a dodgeball so hard their like retina popped out.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
They had to get surgery and they went blind.
Dude, just get good eyes.
Exactly. Like
That is awful.
just if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Come on.
Absolutely.
Come on now.
Did you guys ever have like? What was the worst injury you saw in PE? You guys have
In
any bad ones?
PE
Yeah.
or I never saw a really bad one, but I have a really bad one I saw twice actually back-to-back years.
Oh, twice.
So football. This was my freshman year. I was on we were playing a JV game up at Lutheran High Northeast. My buddy, he was running. I think it was it was a 38 toss. Tossed it to him. I like trailed behind him, and I watched his leg kind of like slip and then get hit. He broke his tibia in that leg. So fast forward another year, we were playing Central City. He goes to block an extra point, and my other teammate, he smokes him, breaks his other tibia. Back-to-back years.
No way.
Yeah.
At least okay, maybe this would be.
I was right there for me to you away from both of them.
Jeez, I feel like it'd be worse to break the same one though, wouldn't it? Because then
Yeah, probably. He broke both of them though.
that is awful.
Literally almost like a year apart too.
So he's like posting about our stories. 1 year ago marks the awful day that I broke my tibia. That night, on the tibia.
You want to tell why your mom got mad at Lucien?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
whoa! I want to hear this.
this is pretty funny. When I went home over spring break, I had told my mom, or I'd asked my mom if she listened to Jewel Pod at all, and she's like, a little bit of it. And I was like, well, I told her to listen to episode 3 because that's one of my favorite ones, and I don't know, it's just funny. But in that episode, Lucien admits that he was like trolling me, I guess, with a girl or like pretending to be her.
Oh,
so it was like
no.
a prank kind of, but
Oh no.
it was funny. I laughed about it, but my mom had a different opinion when she heard about it. She's like, "Yeah, when I heard that kind of pissed me off. Are you okay with that?" I was like, "Yeah, Mom, thanks for looking out for me." But she's a little sweetheart, but yeah.
Got a question for you guys.
What?
How'd you guys come up with the name of your podcast?
Ask Gage.
Honestly, I don't really know. Like, I just wanted to do like a fun name, and I just thought of like the Jewel Pod.
Illegal
Like, it was-
things.
Illegal things. Well, I don't. It just worked well. Like, I hadn't seen it done anywhere before, but it was a good like pun, and like it fitted with the theme of us. You know, just wanting to have a good time and talk about whatever the hell we really wanted without having to be too serious. So I came up with a Jewel Pod. They all liked it, so I was like, bet, let's run with it. Sorry, I wish it was some like interesting story.
I was hoping there'd be like some cool, interesting story behind it all. But
Okay, here's the real story. You ready? I was in Burning Man, right?
Okay.
High on mushrooms, high on anything you could be high off of. And I look up to the sky, and it's written in the stars. You wouldn't believe it. It's just written there.
Did you have to squint to see it?
No.
No,
Just perfectly
okay.
visible. The fireworks are going up, and it's hitting, and it just spells out in the stars, the Jewel Pod. And it just stuck with me. So I came right back here from wherever Burning Man is. I don't even know.
Weren't you there?
Yeah, but like I said, I was so high. I just
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
know
He doesn't
where it
remember
was.
anything. He probably doesn't remember how he got back into
I
the
wrote
building.
it. You wouldn't believe it. I didn't even have a pen at the time, so I had to carve it into my leg with my fingernails. Just the Jewel Pod. And when I woke up the next morning, I just saw it there. And I was like, that's it. So I rushed home. We started production right away. We filmed 20 episodes right in a row back to back. Took us 48 hours. No sleep, no eating. And here we are today. So
Is it still imprinted on you, the Jewel Pod?
it is scarred, yes.
Oh, so it's like a tattoo, basically.
Basically, yes. I would show it to you.
You got a
but
trippy tattoo. Because you were
So-
tripping.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
You're a little slow there, bud.
Sorry, Mr. Sports Guy.
Is anyone else super bad at procrastinating?
Yes.
I'm the worst procrastinator.
Yeah.
Very,
Yeah.
very bad.
I have a 5 to 7 page paper due Friday.
And you started on Thursday. That's how that works.
Yeah.
Well, I
Friday
actually
morning,
started
actually.
today. It's Wednesday.
Oh, well.
now, so it's all right.
Okay,
But
fair enough.
I have known about it for probably 2 months now. And yeah, just started it today. So
Yeah, I have 2
great.
papers due at the end of the semester. I haven't started anything about them yet.
What's the paper about?
it's a
Doesn't even know.
yeah, I don't know. I'm just
Sports
rambling.
He's just been typing random words, hoping something comes out.
It's a family violence class. So like,
Oh, I know that. Cello,
So- no.
viola.
He said violence, not violent.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, no.
so just like domestic violence and stuff like that.
We I don't know if you notice, but what I want to do is I want to like go into advertising, like making commercials and stuff. I really
Yeah.
like that. And so my favorite time of year just rolled around. We gotta make commercials in our production class over there. So me and Byron made one. We made one for Body Armor, like the sports drink.
Yeah.
It turned out pretty well. We used Lucien as an actor and then his girlfriend as another actor, and
Byron's girlfriend as another actor.
Actress. not
actress.
actor.
I apologize profusely.
There we go.
Thank you.
But yeah, it turned out pretty good. We brought it in class, and our professor just loved it. He loved Lucien especially, and basically was hyping up Lucien so much. He's like, "Oh, I really like this guy. Is he a model? He should be a model. He has that look where he's like from Chicago." And we're like, he's like,
Guess what he was doing in the commercial?
Either A, working out, or B, dumping the body armor like this, straight from the top of the mouth, water falling the body armor.
He was dribbling a basketball.
and Lucien has never played basketball like at a
No.
competitive level in his life.
I'm probably the worst at basketball in this entire. Actually, not just this room. Probably this entire like campus. Like I'm so bad. Like I just had to make a layup and we had to take multiple shots just so I can make the layup.
It was just so funny.
happens
the way
sometimes.
He was all over Lucien. He's like, I love. Did you guys kind of find your friends, or you guys probably went out and like looked for people to do this, didn't you? We're like,
He just has like that
Yeah,
look.
You
sure.
know
we
it.
hired a professional actor to come do this for us.
yep. And then our other friends shot a commercial. Just they used themselves for it, and our professor goes, "Ooh, I don't really like these actors. Maybe you should have got some better looking ones."
Oh, no, he didn't say better looking.
He said you should have gotten some prettier people to.
Or yeah, like wanted them to get models or something.
Oh no.
They took that to heart. That's pretty funny though. I think we're kind of
Weather.
Cold and windy. Windy
Yeah,
Wayne.
and wet and
Snowy, but not snowy.
yes,
It's
exactly.
too warm to be snowy, but it's still snowing.
Exactly.
Gage-
So well put.
Gage loves when I bring this topic up.
He knows I love the weather and how we like discussing
Okay.
it on our podcast.
Dude, it's after spring break. Why is it still cold? Why did it
Yeah.
snow yesterday and disappeared within the hour?
Why is it 20 degrees in the morning and then
And-
70 at
In
noon?
Panama, it didn't get it was literally 62 degrees to like 75 degrees the entire time, no matter what. 100% humidity down there.
Oh.
It was brutal. You step outside and you feel it's just everything's sticky. Everything's sticky.
Starting to sound like Kobee. Let's get sticky.
I miss that guy. Cole, if you listen to these, come back.
Come back.
Transfer back.
He has-
Change your major. Come
I've
back.
been talking to him. He said he wants to be on the podcast at some point. So I
He
was
needs to be on. Dude,
does
that
need
guy's got stories for days.
like, he does. Oh, do you want to get deep?
What are we talking about here?
Hidden time. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Okay, here's the question. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Do you guys think that you've hit rock bottom?
No.
No?
No shot.
So I have a different approach to this. So I think rock bottom is only rock bottom if you think it's rock bottom. You know, like it's all a mindset for the most part.
I
For the
agree
most
with
part,
that.
I think it's a mindset.
I agree with that somewhat, but I certainly hope that I've hit rock bottom. But like, I didn't have that mindset during it. Like I
Yeah.
was like, it's gonna get better. So, but looking back,
Well, yeah,
on
of course, 'cause,
Looking
like,
back on it, I think or I hope that I've hit rock bottom. So it's like I agree with you there, but yeah.
Do you think rock bottom is bound to happen? Like, do you think? I mean, obviously, over the course of your life, there is a point that is lower than everything else. But like where you feel completely like helpless in your own life and stuff. So like everything's going bad financially, family, friends, like everything is going bad.
I think everyone has their own rock bottom. I don't necessarily think that it has to be like the rock bottom where you lose everything. But like everyone has that point in their life where it is the lowest that they've been or will get to.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, like
so in that sense, there is a rock bottom for everything, for everybody. But like, kind of like I point out, like it's all mental for the most part. Unless it's kind of like what Lucien said, like that's not, that's not mental. That's like actual rock bottom.
Yeah. Like unless you're thinking that like it's your rock bottom all the time, because like
if you think things can get better, like I'd say 90% of the time they're gonna get better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I personally think I've hit rock bottom. I don't know. Maybe.
Should we talk about it? I'll talk about it.
Yeah.
I think mine was coming to college. Like all through high school, I didn't have a lot of people I could rely on. Like I put all my happiness and stuff into my girlfriend at the time. And coming to college, I was away from her, and then we ended up breaking up. And so now I was away from my family, who was the only people I'd really see at home. I didn't have a girlfriend now. I didn't have any friends here. I was just, I don't want to say depressed, but going through every day, like without purpose, just trying to find something to hold on to. And I don't know, I think looking back, like literally going out to the football field at 3 a.m. and just like crying on the bleachers, just being like that alone and not knowing what to do. I certainly hope that's my rock bottom. Like I hope it doesn't get worse than that.
I mean, I've been there, not like, your exact situation, but, I've, like, I hope that, like, that's my rock bottom, too, because, like, in high school, I was kind of the same. Like, so I was the guy who was friends with everybody.
Same.
Like, I was part of multiple different groups. Like, I didn't just have one set group, like.
But you never got invited out to do stuff.
Yeah, I was always like, oh, you can come along if you want to. One of those guys, but.
Yeah. What about you? You think you hit yours?
I want to say yes, but I haven't really been that low in my life. Like you guys sound like you've been pretty low. I haven't been that low.
It was pretty bad. Mine happened when I broke up with my girlfriend as well. A lot of build up, broke up, and this happened over winter break last year, and I was in a pretty low point. I think I was depressed for a while. Like I didn't want to do anything. I had no motivation. Didn't want to go to class.
Yeah.
Just super low point in my life. And I mean, now I'm here. So.
And we both like kind of dealt with it the same way, which was not a healthy way. But yeah, I think the absolute worst feeling in the entire world, and I will stand by this, is hopelessness. Until you give up hope, there's like always something to hold on to. But once you, not even giving up hope, but just not having anything to hope for, it's like, I
think that's the definition of rock bottom right there, what you said. Because like personally, that never happened to me. Like I never like gave up hope or anything, like that, because it's high school. I was one of those who, it's high school, I'm just ready to get out of here.
I always believe it'll get better. Like
I knew there was a lot more than small town C2 high school. A lot more out there than just that.
I think you just gotta put your faith in the man upstairs. Know that everything will get better. You'll get there. So, I mean, yeah. With that being said, thank you again, Jaimo, for coming out to the podcast.
I appreciate you guys having me on. It was a blast.
Yeah, it was great having you.
Mr. Sports Guy here. We had a good time having you.
Can't wait to beat you guys in dodgeball on Monday.
Absolutely not.
Dude.
Yeah, that's not going to age well, man.
Yeah, well, it's going to age well. It's going to age well.
We'll bring him back next week just for like 2 seconds just to say that we beat him.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Jewel Pod Podcast. We'll catch you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
This is us signing off. Goodbye.